Welcome to Estella Says, the podcast that is sure to brighten your day. Hi everyone! Welcome to episode 3 of Estella Says. My name is Estella and I am 7 years old. And in this podcast, we are going to have some guests to talk about how they feel about the pandemic. And kids are going to be talking about it. We hear grown-ups talk about the pandemic, but today, kids are going to be talking about the pandemic. Like me, I'm a kid, and they're a kid. So, hope you enjoy. Our first special guest is my big brother, Lazarus Troy.
Hi, Estella.
And he has some words to say about the virus.
I wish for the virus to go away. I want to go back to the classroom. I want to go to Brielle's house and see Nina, Mari, Nina, Gilbert, and Tristan and Brielle.
I want to see my cousins too. Thank you for being on my show, Kuka.
You're welcome, Miss Stella. Thanks for having me on your show.
My next guest is Megumi from Japan. Thanks, Megumi, for being on my show. How do you feel about the pandemic?
The pandemic makes me sad because we need to wear a mask and I can see my grandparents in Hokkaido and Canada.
I understand. It's hard not to see our loved ones. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Megumi. Arigato. My next guest is my cousin Brielle. Hi, Brielle.
Hi,
So, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How have you been through the pandemic?
I'm okay. I would rather have no pandemic though,
Why?
because I would like to travel and I would like to see my friends.
Where would you like to travel?
I would like to travel maybe to the Philippines or I would want to go to LA.
Oh, I also want to go to the Philippines.
I haven't been.
Me either. What would you do in the Philippines?
I think I might want to go to the beach.
Oh, do you know what I wanted to do?
What do you want to do?
There's a lot of mango trees, so I wanted to just eat the mango.
Oh, I love mangoes too.
Yeah. So how do you feel at school when you went back to school?
I felt it was like kind of different because I haven't been for a year. And then it just felt different. And then I had to get used to it again.
Okay.
We had to wear masks and you saw them in person instead of like seeing them in a screen.
What were you planning to do for summer break, but now you could not do because of the pandemic?
Me and my family were thinking of going to Winnipeg, but I don't know if we're going anymore because of COVID and stuff.
Did you know in Winnipeg, when it's hot, it's like extremely hot.
Yeah.
And when it's cold, it's extremely cold. What can people do to end this pandemic?
People should wear masks and I think they should all get the vaccine maybe.
Good point. What did you learn about this pandemic?
That we should all be safe and not go out with lots of friends and just social distance maybe.
Yeah. I learned about the pandemic that we should wear a mask and also we should stay at home a lot and going out there. When the pandemic is gone, what will you remember?
I would remember definitely the masks.
Oh.
I was thinking maybe keep them just in case.
So when you go out in public, do you feel scared or concerned?
Well, I feel not safe, definitely, because I would wear masks. And if I take off my mask, I don't feel, because I'm kind of used to wearing masks.
So do you have any questions for me?
Do you like COVID or do you wish there was no COVID?
I wish there was no COVID because so that I can go back to school, I can see my classmates, I can go other places.
Yeah, I have another question. Do you like online school?
Well, I'm used to online school. And my favorite part about homeschool is that I like the Zooms because you can play more games and stuff. I would prefer in person when the virus is gone because I really want to see people. Thank you for being my guest.
You're welcome.
My next guest is my dear friend Sophie. Hi, Sophie.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sophie. And COVID bothers me because I can't go and see my friends. I'm always stuck at home. I can't go to school. And I can't play with my friends.
Thanks, Sophie, for coming to my show. I don't like COVID either. Really appreciate it. My next guest is my friend Kendrick. Hi, Kendrick.
Hi, Stella.
When you were about to go to school, how did you feel when you went back?
A little bit naughty, a little bit happy, a little bit chilled.
Oh, what did you think it was going to be like?
A nanovirus, a big virus going around that everybody had.
Well, yeah, I'm also feeling the same thing you are feeling as well. So, when you were at the school and when you saw people there, did you get nervous or were you still excited or the same?
Both.
How do you feel about the pandemic?
A little bit chilled, a little bit happy, a little bit naughty.
Why do you feel happy about the pandemic?
I thought I get to talk to people.
Okay, and also why are you scared, I guess?
I thought the pandemic, I would tell the third. So I thought everybody had it.
Oh yeah, that's really, really scary. So I feel about the pandemic is terrible because people are getting sick.
I learned that everything sometimes is scary.
Oh yeah, it is scary. When you're at home, right? How do you feel? Bored or like uncomfortable? What do you feel?
Bored, uncomfortable, a little bit happy, a little bit sad.
Oh, all right. What are you doing this summer?
Just hanging at home. I thought we are supposed to go on a cruise trip and we are supposed to go on in Edmonton, but we can't because of the nanovirus.
The coronavirus is really sad. You can't really go places where you know that a lot of people go, like the movie theaters, maybe someone else's house. How can we end this pandemic?
Vaccine and keep 2 meters and wash your hands.
We have to we have to do like all the safety steps. Do you ever wish that everything would go back to normal, that you can go everywhere again?
Yes.
Thank you, Kendrick.
You're welcome, Estella.
My next guests are Lisee and D'angelo, which are also my cousins. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good as well. How were you been through the pandemic?
At the beginning of the pandemic, my sister and I were just left at home because I think we went into lockdown. And then right after things started to get better and get back to normal, I've been playing hockey for extracurricular sports. I've been going to school. Yeah, I guess I've just been home and just been doing hockey quite a bit.
Oh, okay. How do you feel about school?
It's not the same. There's always different types of groups, and it's just harder to focus.
For me, I feel like it's been good. I've been having fun in school. I've been working hard in certain subjects. It's just been really fun.
Do you feel there's anything different in the class?
Always having to wear masks. I think that, and social distancing and sanitizing all the time. Those are, I think, the 3 main things that we've had to change during the pandemic. That's the main differences for me.
What were you planning to do for summer break, but now you can't do it because of the virus?
We were supposed to go to Mexico and Hawaii, but now that there's COVID, we can't travel anymore. My mom was saying that we would have
and maybe gone on a cruise for her birthday. But since the pandemic hit, we're not allowed to do that anymore. But once things get better, I think we're gonna have a huge celebration. So I think that after the pandemic's over, we can all travel again and go back to our normal lives.
Yeah, that's hard. What's the first place you'll go to?
Probably Seattle, Linwood.
Oh.
Yeah, in the States.
To see our cousins.
What is the most difficult part about the pandemic?
I think wearing masks aren't hard and sanitizing aren't hard, but sometimes it gets a little bit annoying by wearing masks all the time because if you're in a hot space and you can't breathe in the mask properly, it just makes you feel, I guess you could say it makes you feel different from what you used to feel like before. And also not being able to hang out properly with friends and family is kind of disappointing because we used to always hang out with friends and family, but no, we don't get to anymore.
How about Lisee?
Not seeing friends, being able to hug each other or see each other, and wearing masks.
Oh, yeah. So if you took off your mask, how would you feel?
Well, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I feel like I have to wear your mask all the time. And when I take it off, I feel like I'm going to be in trouble for not wearing it. But since that I'm vaccinated or that we're allowed to not wear a mask, I feel like now it's okay to take off a mask. But I'm still going to wear it to just be extra safe.
How did you feel before the vaccine? And how did you feel after the vaccine?
I felt nervous because I didn't know if it was going to make any differences to me or if I would feel sick after. But I was nervous, but my mom was there with me, so I felt safer. Once I got the vaccine on the first day and the second day I had it, my arm was hurting a lot because it was just sore from the vaccine. I had to get it all around my body. But I think after that, I was okay because I felt safer that I was easier to fight off the virus just in case I get it. Yeah, I feel pretty safe now.
What do you think will end the pandemic?
Probably the vaccine. When everyone gets it, COVID will stop.
Well, if you have the vaccine, it's easier to fight off. The virus will still be spreading, but if we all have the vaccine, I think it'll be easier for the pandemic to ease off. Also, if we actually follow the rules like social distancing and wearing a mask and all of that, I think if we keep doing that and we wait patiently, I think once the pandemic ends, we can go back to normal.
Very good point. So when you are already grown up and if the virus is still there, what are you going to do?
Well, I think by when we're grown up already, I think that first of all, hopefully it doesn't exist by then. But if it does, I think I'll be pretty used to it, and I'll know the rules and to keep us safe. So I think I'll just follow the rules.
I'm probably just gonna go and do, because since I already know what's happening right now, and if it's still here when I'm older, I already know and I already have an experience. So then I can follow the rules more, so then it will be easier.
Okay.
I know you haven't been in school this year, so what have you been doing?
We've been doing homeschool, and actually, it's been okay. It's been fun. In remote learning, it's kind of the same as really schooling, but except you can't really see as a lot of people, and you're actually just at home, and you have to do your work kind of like by yourself a little bit more. So, and also sometimes it's kind of like sad because sometimes they have exciting stuff happening there, but we can't really do it because we're homeschooled. It's so funny how I've been homeschooled like when I was in kindergarten and now from grade 1. I've been homeschooled like 4 hours. Good thing about the homeschool though is you don't have to wake up so early. Thanks, cousins. Hope I can see you in person soon. My next guests are Audrey and Addison, and they are from Winnipeg, and they're also my cousins. How are you? Good. How do you feel about the pandemic?
Bad. Bad. Yeah. Because we can't go for field trips at school and we can't go anywhere else and and not lots of people can come into the house.
Yeah, good point. So, what were you planning to do for summer break? But now you can't do it.
Swimming in indoor pools, traveling lots.
Where do you want to travel?
To Mexico.
Oh,
The beach, the pool, and it's very hot in Mexico.
oh. Did you go to school or did you stay at home?
I go to school sometimes.
Oh, what was school like?
We had to wear masks. We had to sit distantly, sanitizing lots, washing our hands lots.
How did you feel about it?
Little bit good.
So if you were outside, okay, and you took off your mask, well, how would you feel?
Free.
I feel kind of better. Yeah, I feel much better. But sometimes, if I'm like outside walking and there's like a lot of people, I don't really want to take off my mask. I'm afraid to take it off.
Don't have to be scared.
Are you gonna go to our house when the virus is gone?
Sure.
Thanks, Audrey and Addison, for sharing. I miss you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hi, everyone. Hope you enjoyed episode 3 of Estella Says. My conclusion is that not just grown-ups can say what the pandemic is like, but kids can also say what the pandemic is like. And they have smart stuff to say. Hope you enjoy episode 3 of Estella Says. Thank you. Thanks for listening to Estella Says. I hope I brighten your day. Don't forget to subscribe. Till next time.